July 15th, 2021. My baby sister Lily was getting married. Lily was. God, I still don't know what tense to use. Lily is my best friend. 5 years younger than me, but we've been inseparable since our mom died when I was 16. I practically raised her while Dad worked 3 jobs to keep us afloat. So when she met Marcus Thompson and I saw how happy he made her, I cried tears of joy. Finally, someone to take care of her the way I always tried to. Marcus was perfect. Too perfect, I'd later realize. Successful financial consultant, charming, came from a good family. He treated Lily like a queen, treated me like family, called me Big Sis, helped me book clients through his corporate connections. I trusted him completely. Their wedding was at the Rosewood Estate, 300 guests. I wasn't just the sister of the bride, I was the photographer. This was going to be my portfolio piece, the wedding that would take my career to the next level. I took over 800 photos that day, but there was one shot, one moment I captured that I didn't understand until much, much later. Keep that in mind. The wedding was magical. Lily looked like a fairy tale princess. Marcus cried during his vows. He promised to love her, forsaking all others till death do them part. Death didn't part them, but we'll get to that. The newlyweds moved to Portland for Marcus's job, 6 hours away. I stayed in Seattle, building my photography business. We FaceTimed every week. Lily seemed happy. Fast forward to March 2023. Nearly 2 years after their wedding. I'm doing well, booked solid, raised my prices, finally making real money. I get an inquiry through my website. Hi Maya, we're getting married September 23rd at the Bellingham Bay Estate. Saw your work on Instagram. Your romantic, candid style is exactly what we want. Budget is not an issue. Are you available? The message was from a woman named Jennifer Zhang. I checked the date. I was free. Checked her Instagram. Gorgeous couple. Very aesthetic. The kind of wedding that would look amazing in my portfolio. I replied yes within an hour. That single email reply was a decision that would unravel everything. But I didn't know that yet. September 23rd arrived. I drove to Bellingham, about 90 minutes north of Seattle. Beautiful venue, perfect weather, excited couple. I'm setting up my equipment in the bridal suite, chatting with Jennifer and her bridesmaids, when she says something that makes my blood run cold. I'm so nervous. Marcus keeps texting me that he can't wait. We've been together for 3 years and I still get butterflies. Marcus. It's a common name. Could be anyone. But something in my gut. I asked her, trying to keep my voice steady. Marcus. What does he do for work? Oh, he's a financial consultant. Actually just got promoted to senior partner at his firm in Portland. Portland. I made an excuse, said I needed something from my car. I ran outside, pulled up Jennifer's Instagram, and started scrolling for photos of the groom. She kept his face hidden in most posts, artistic shots of hands holding, silhouettes, back of headshots. Very aesthetic. Very intentional. Then I found it. One photo, posted 6 months ago. His face partially visible. Marcus Thompson. My sister-in-law. My sister's husband. Now, you're probably thinking I stormed in and stopped the wedding right there, exposed him in front of everyone. But here's the thing about revenge. The best kind requires patience, and I had my camera.
I had exactly 45 minutes before the ceremony started. 45 minutes to make an impossible choice. Do I call Lily? Destroy her world with a phone call before this woman walks down the aisle? Do I confront Marcus? Let him explain. Maybe there's some insane explanation. Do I tell Jennifer, stop this wedding before she makes the biggest mistake of her life? Or do I do my job and document everything? Here's what I knew. If I exposed him right then, it would be chaos. He'd deny it, claim I was crazy, jealous, whatever. Jennifer might not believe me. She's in her wedding dress. Her family's here. Everything's paid for. People don't want to believe the truth when it's inconvenient. And Lily, I needed proof. Screenshots can be faked. I needed irrefutable evidence. So I did what I do best. I picked up my camera, walked back inside, and became the professional I'm known for being. But every single shot I took, I was building a case. Marcus saw me when he arrived. I watched his face through my telephoto lens from across the venue. For 1 second, maybe less, his expression froze. He recognized me. Then, just as quickly, he smiled and looked away. Like I was a stranger. Like I hadn't spent Christmas at his house. Like I wasn't his wife's sister. He was going to pretend he didn't know me. The ceremony began. I photographed everything. Jennifer walking down the aisle, Marcus's face. I made sure to get crystal clear shots. The vows, the kiss, the signing of the marriage certificate. That last one would be important later. During the cocktail hour, I did something I've never done at a wedding. I pulled aside the videographer and bought his footage on the spot. Paid him double his contract. He thought I wanted to create a same-day edit surprise for the couple. I wanted evidence that couldn't be disputed. The reception was torture. Marcus gave a speech about how Jennifer was his first and only true love. I photographed him saying it. Jennifer's father welcomed Marcus into their family, calling him the son I never had. I thought about my dad who'd walked Lily down the aisle to this same man, who'd given the same speech. I went to the bathroom and threw up. But I didn't expose him, not yet, because the revenge I was planning, it needed time to develop, like a photograph in a dark room, and it was going to be beautiful. I delivered the wedding photos 3 days later. Professional, beautiful, exactly what they paid for. Jennifer sent me a glowing review, 5 stars, said I was the best photographer ever. I felt sick. But I didn't contact Lily yet because I needed to understand the full scope of this. How long? How did he manage it? Was Lily the first wife, or was she... I did what any photographer with obsessive attention to detail would do. I investigated. Marriage records are public in most states. I checked Washington, where Jennifer and Marcus just married. Marriage license issued September 18th. Marriage certificate filed September 24th. Then I checked Oregon, where Marcus and Lily lived. Their marriage certificate, still active, still valid. Marcus Thompson was legally married to 2 women in 2 different states at the same time. That's not just betrayal. That's bigamy. That's a felony. I started pulling threads. His LinkedIn said he lived in Portland. That matched Lily's story. but his company website listed him at their Seattle office. He was commuting, telling Lily he traveled for work, telling Jennifer he worked in Seattle but stayed with her on weekends. 2 apartments, 2 lives, 2 wives. I went deeper. Social media, professional networks, even his Venmo. People don't make that private. I found payments to Bellingham Apartments and Portland Place lofts. This wasn't an impulsive mistake. This was calculated, maintained. He'd been living a double life for at least 18 months, maybe longer. And I started wondering, did Lily know something was wrong? The last few times we talked, she'd mentioned Marcus traveling more, being distant. I told her all marriages go through phases. I told her to be patient with him. I could have gone to the police right then, but I thought about Jennifer, who just married this man, and Lily, who'd been married to him for 2 years. They deserved to know first. More than that, they deserved to hear it in a way that left 0 room for his manipulation. Because I knew Marcus. He was charming, persuasive. He'd talk his way out if given the chance. So I built a portfolio. I created a private website, password protected, professional looking, because I'm a professional. On the left side of the screen, photos from Marcus and Lily's wedding, July 15th, 2021. Clear date stamps. Marcus kissing Lily, their first dance, the marriage certificate signing. On the right side, photos from Marcus and Jennifer's wedding, September 23rd, 2023. Same man, different bride, different dress, same promises. Split screen, side by side, undeniable. Below that, I added documentation, marriage certificates, both of them, screenshots of his LinkedIn showing Portland residence, his company bio showing Seattle office, his Venmo payments to 2 apartments, text messages I'd found through, let's call it, creative investigation, where he told Lily he was in Tokyo for a conference, the same weekend he posted a story at Jennifer's birthday dinner. I added timestamps to everything, GPS data from photos when available, credit card receipts I'd found, because he'd once added me as an authorized user on his business card for a photography equipment purchase, and I'd never been removed. Oops. The website was a masterpiece. A complete, irrefutable timeline of betrayal. No emotion, just facts, just evidence. Just 2 photographers' worth of images documenting the same man marrying 2 different women. But I didn't send it to Lily or Jennifer yet, because there was one more thing I needed to do. One more shot to capture. In November, 2 months after Jennifer's wedding, I did something that still makes my hands shake to think about. I called Marcus. Maya, hey, long time. How are you? He was acting like we were old friends catching up. Hey, Marcus, I'm great. Listen, I'm doing a series on love stories from my portfolio. Previous clients, how they're doing. Would you and your wife be interested in a free anniversary photo session? Oh, that's really nice, but we're pretty busy. It would be quick, and I'm offering it free to a few select couples. Great for holiday cards. Lily would love it, don't you think? Right, Lily. Yeah, let me check with her and get back to you. He hung up. I smiled, because now I knew he'd kept Lily in the dark about Jennifer, and Jennifer in the dark about Lily, which meant he'd have to choose which wife to bring to a photo session with their wedding photographer. Or, and this is what I was counting on, he'd panic. 3 days later, my sister called me.
Maya, can I talk to you about something? My heart stopped. I asked her what was wrong. It's Marcus. He's been so weird lately, distant. And last night I saw a text on his phone from someone named Jennifer. He said it was a client, but I don't know. My gut says something's wrong. This was it. The moment. I could tell her everything right then, but I didn't. Because I needed her to see it, not just hear it. I needed her to have evidence so strong that when Marcus tried to manipulate her, and he would, she'd have something to hold on to. Lily, I need you to trust me. Can you come to Seattle this weekend? Just you. Don't tell Marcus. What? Why? Maya, you're scaring me. I know, and I'm sorry, but I need to show you something in person. Please, trust me one more time. Okay. That Saturday, Lily sat in my living room. I made her tea. We small-talked for 10 minutes. I was stalling. How do you tell your baby sister that her entire marriage is a lie? Finally, I just opened my laptop and showed her the website. She stared at the screen, at her wedding photos on the left, at Jennifer's on the right, at the same man in both. She didn't cry. Not at first. She froze. Then she asked in the smallest voice I've ever heard from her, "How long have you known?" I told her everything. The wedding I'd photographed, the investigation, the evidence. I watched my sister's heart break in real time. But then something shifted in her. She stopped looking heartbroken and started looking focused. What's her name? Jennifer? Does she know? No, not yet. I want to be there when you tell her. And that's when I knew my little sister wasn't broken. She was angry. And we were going to channel that anger into something productive. We were going to destroy him together. What happened next? Let's just say Marcus Thompson's carefully constructed double life was about to become very, very public. Contacting Jennifer was delicate. I couldn't just send her the website. She might warn Marcus. So Lily and I planned carefully. I sent Jennifer an email from my professional account. Hi, Jennifer. I'm creating a blog post about your wedding from my portfolio. Would love to meet for coffee to get a quote from you about your experience. My treat. She replied within an hour. Would love to. How about Thursday? Thursday came. We met at a coffee shop in Bellingham, 2 hours from Portland, where Lily lived, 1 hour from Seattle, where Marcus supposedly worked. Jennifer arrived, glowing, excited, showed me photos on her phone of her honeymoon, talked about how Marcus was the one. I let her talk for 15 minutes. Then I said I had something to show her for the blog. I turned my screen toward her. The website, the side-by-side photos, the evidence. What is this? Is this a joke? That's when Lily walked into the coffee shop. Jennifer looked up, saw Lily, looked at the screen, saw Lily's wedding photos, looked back at Lily. Hi, I'm Lily Thompson, Marcus's wife of 2 years. I'm Jennifer Thompson, Marcus's wife of 2 months. We sat in that coffee shop for 3 hours, comparing stories, filling in the gaps, realizing how meticulously he'd planned this. He told Lily he traveled Monday through Thursday for work. He told Jennifer he worked long hours in Seattle and came home Friday through Sunday. 2 apartments, 2 phone plans. We found a second phone in his Seattle apartment later. 2 car insurance policies, 2 lives, 2 families he was planning to start. Jennifer was 3 weeks pregnant. She hadn't told him yet. We weren't just 3 women anymore. We were 3 survivors. And we were going to make sure everyone knew what he'd done.
Revenge in the digital age is different than it used to be. You don't need lawyers or private investigators. You need Wi-Fi and a story people can't ignore. We created an Instagram account at 2 Wives, 1 Photographer. The first post went live on December 1st, 2023. I'm a wedding photographer. In July 2021, I photographed my sister's wedding. In September 2023, I was hired to photograph a stranger's wedding. Same groom, different brides. Neither knew about the other. This is bigamy. This is betrayal. This is his face. His name, Marcus Thompson, financial consultant, Portland/Seattle. Someone's husband, someone's fiancé, everyone's liar. We tagged it. #bigamy, #cheater, #wedding photographer, #exposed, #2timing, #betrayal, #justice. Within 2 hours, 10,000 likes. Within 6 hours, 50,000 likes. Local news picked it up. Within 12 hours, 200,000 likes. National news. Within 24 hours, 2 million likes. International headlines. Wedding photographer exposes sister's bigamous husband was trending worldwide. Marcus's employer released a statement by day 2. We are investigating these serious allegations. Marcus Thompson has been placed on administrative leave. By day 3, Marcus Thompson's employment has been terminated effective immediately. His friends started sharing screenshots of his dating app profiles, still active, with photos from both weddings cropped to hide the brides. His college ex-girlfriend came forward with stories of compulsive lying. His landlord confirmed 2 leases, 2 cars, 2 insurance policies, 2 addresses. The internet did what it does best. It investigated, it exposed, it destroyed. But the real karma? That came from a place he never expected. Bigamy is a felony in both Washington and Oregon. Turns out, when you commit crimes and they go viral, prosecutors pay attention. Marcus was arrested on December 8, 2023, charged with bigamy, fraud, and identity theft. He'd used a fake middle name on Jennifer's marriage license. Lily's marriage was annulled. Jennifer's marriage was voided. Both were legally free within weeks. But the civil suits? Those took longer. Lily sued for emotional distress, financial fraud, he drained their joint savings, and breach of contract. Her settlement was significant enough that she paid off her student loans and bought a house. Jennifer sued for fraud, emotional distress, and pregnancy-related damages. Her settlement paid for her prenatal care, delivery, and a college fund for her daughter. Yes, she kept the baby, a beautiful girl named Hope. Lily is her godmother. The 2 of them are friends now, real friends, bonded by survival. Marcus Thompson pleaded guilty to avoid trial.
He served 18 months in prison, got out last month, actually. He has no career, no finance firm will touch him, no social media, he's too recognizable. He moved to some small town in Montana, last I heard, works at a hardware store. Some people say the punishment was too harsh, that I should have just told Lily privately, that going viral was cruel. But here's what those people don't understand. Marcus Thompson didn't make a mistake. He didn't have one affair. He didn't lie once. He built 2 entire lives. He married 2 women. He looked them both in the eye and promised forever, knowing he was promising it to someone else too. So, what's the moral of this story? It's not just cheaters never prosper or the truth always comes out. The real lesson is this: karma isn't magic. Karma isn't the universe mysteriously balancing scales. Karma is a wedding photographer with a camera, a website, and the courage to show the world what she found. Karma is 2 women choosing solidarity over shame. Karma is consequences, not cosmic, but social, legal, professional, personal. Marcus Thompson thought he could live 2 lives, but what he didn't count on was that I photograph lives for a living, and I'm really, really good at it. He built a house of cards. I just took the picture that showed everyone it was never real. And that's how karma came knocking. If this story resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. We've got 9 more betrayal and revenge stories coming. And trust me, they only get more intense from here. Leave a comment telling me, would you have exposed him at the wedding or played the long game like I did? I'm genuinely curious. And if you or someone you know is dealing with betrayal, gaslighting, or deception, you're not alone. The resources in the description include support groups and legal aid. Until next time, remember, betrayal might knock you down, but karma knocks them out.